Hi, I'm Dr. C. Prasanna Devi, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mathematics in Fatima College. Today's topic is Riemann's theorem. Let summation an be a conditionally convergent series, then we have to prove that given any number alpha, there exists a rearrangement of the given series such that the rearranged series converges to alpha. Here, conditionally convergent means a series which is convergent but not absolutely convergent. Now coming to the proof. For this, we have to define two sequences. One is Pn, another one is Qn. Here, Pn is equal to modulus of An plus An divided by 2. Qn is equal to modulus of An minus An divided by 2. Now, I am going to calculate that if An is greater than or equal to 0, what is mod An? That is positive. That is An. So, Pn is equal to An plus An divided by 2, which is equal to 2An divided by 2, that is equal to An. If An is negative, what is mod An? That is minus An. So, for this modulus of An, we have to substitute minus An. Therefore, Pn is equal to minus An plus An divided by 2, which is equal to 0. So, from this calculation, we have calculated the value Pn, which is equal to An if An is greater than or equal to 0, 0 if An is less than 0. Similarly, using the same way, we can calculate the value of Qn. From this Pn and Qn, we are going to calculate Pn plus Qn and Pn minus Qn. For example, if I am going to consider Pn plus Qn for An positive. For An positive, Pn is An. For An positive, Qn is 0. So, Pn plus Qn is equal to An plus 0. So, the answer is An. So, in the same way, I have calculated the value of Pn minus Qn and Pn plus Qn. Now, using this value, we are going to claim that the series summation Pn and the series summation Qn converges. For this, we are going to prove this result by contradiction method. That is, I am going to assume that suppose both the series converges. We have to prove that both the series converges. That is, we have to prove that. Sorry, that is not converges, that is diverges. Okay, we have to prove that both the series diverges. I am going to prove that suppose both the series converges. So, let us consider the summation. Sum of Pn and Qn, that is summation Pn plus Qn, which is equal to summation modulus of En. We have assumed that Pn and Qn are converges. Therefore, the sum is also converges. What is the sum? That is summation mod An. So, we conclude that summation mod An is converges, which is a contradiction. Because in the hypothesis, we have assumed that summation mod An is not converges. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. Therefore, both the series summation Pn and summation Qn are diverges. Next, using the same way, I am going to assume that one of the series, let it be summation Pn, converges and another be diverges. Again, I am going to calculate the value summation An, that is equal to summation Pn minus Qn. We have assumed that one is converges and another one is diverges. So, from the conclusion, we get that this result is diverges. So, we have concluded that summation An is diverges. Again, which is also a contradiction since by the hypothesis. Because in the hypothesis, we have assumed that this summation An is converges. So, from this both equations B and A, we have concluded that the series summation Pn and summation Qn are diverges. Using these two series, we are going to consider another series. One is capital Pn and another one is capital Qn. This P1, P2 denote the non-negative terms of summation An in the order in which they occur. Similarly, Q1, Q2, etc. denote the absolute value of the negative terms of summation An also in the order in which they occur. equation 1, it is very clear that what is equation 1? That is nothing but small pn and small qn. It is clear that the series summation capital Pn and summation capital Qn differ from this summation small pn and summation small qn only by 0 terms. So from the above logics, we have concluded that summation Pn and summation Qn are also divergers. Now we are going to prove this theorem in such a way that we are going to construct two series. Okay, so we are going to construct two monotonic increasing sequences of positive terms. Let it be mn and kn such that the rearrangement series converges to alpha. So for this we have to construct two series, that is two sequences. One is mn, another one is kn. Okay. Let m1 and k1 be the smallest positive integer such that p1 plus p2 up to etc. plus pmn is greater than alpha. Again, p1 plus p2 plus etc. plus pm1 minus q1 etc. minus qk1 is less than alpha. Again, I am going to choose another two positive integers. One is m2, another one is k2. In such a way that p1 plus p2 plus etc. plus pm1, we have to stop it at pm1, then minus q1 minus q2 up to plus pm2. Here pm1, so next one is pm2, which is greater than alpha. And the whole terms plus minus qk1 plus 1 minus etc. minus qk2 is less than alpha. This process is possible because the process is exactly possible because both the series summation Pn and summation Qn diverge to infinitive. Okay. Now we are going to claim that the above rearranged series converges to alpha. Let Sn denote the partial sum of the rearranged series. Then Sn is if Sn is greater than alpha. If Sn is greater than alpha and Pmi is the last positive term occurring in, then Sn minus alpha is greater than 0 and Pmi is greater than 0. It is a last positive value, it is a positive value. So what is the relation? Sn minus alpha is less than Pmi because this is the last positive value. So we conclude that Sn minus alpha is less than Pmi. Similarly, if Sn is less than alpha and minus qkj is the last negative term occurring in Sn, Sn is a partial sum of the rearranged series. Okay. So what you have? Sn is less than alpha minus qkj is less than 0. If minus qkj is less than 0, then qkj is automatically greater than 0, which implies that alpha minus Sn is less than qkj. This is possible because it is a last positive value, it is a positive value. So what is the relation? Alpha minus Sn is less than qkj. Therefore, we conclude that summation an is a convergent series. Both Pn and Qn tends to 0 as infinitive. This is because of the result that if a series converges, then limit n tend to infinitive an is equal to 0. Hence, we have concluded that limit n tends to infinitive modulus of Sn minus alpha, which is equal to 0. Therefore, limit n tends to infinitive Sn, which is equal to alpha. Hence, the rearranged series, that is, this is the sum of the series. This Sn is the sum of the series. We know that a series is converges or diverges, which is depends on the sum. If the sum of the series is converges, then the given series is converges. If the partial sum of the series is diverges, then the given series is diverges. Here, the partial sum of the rearranged series Sn, it is a partial sum sequence. This is converges. Therefore, the given rearranged series is converges to alpha. Okay, so we have proved the Riemann theorem. So the rearranged series converges. Thank you.